Welcome to my home lab. Today we continue to set up our Docker Compose, KeyCloak and MySQL. Today we use HTTPS to connect to our KeyCloak server. We start the video on the website keycloak.org. We have a lot of information here. I've seen it in a previous video. I've also found an explanation how to use HTTPS certificates. In this case, we're going to use self-signed certificates. See here, explanation. We create some certifications and put it inside our Docker Compose file in our case. So I changed the code here. I opened the cloud block. The first thing we need to do is with Pi-hole, my Pi-hole, create a domain name for our OpenMediaVault server. We go here to our OpenMediaVault server. You see 192.168.129.108. So for this IP address, I have to create a domain name. It's a local domain name, so it's only for testing. Next, we have to go to the command line, log in to our OpenMediaVault server, create a directory with a name, whatever you want, and create 2 certificates. We're going to see that in a minute. So first, I go to my Pi-hole instance. I have to log in. Okay. You go to settings, local DNS records. You see here, I have used, in my case, server 01.myhomelab.eu to 192.168.129.108. So this name, you can do whatever you want. And the IP address is the IP address from your server. See, I have different domain names, all local computers. So 192.168.129 and the rest of the IP address. So we're going to use this one here. We go to our OpenMediaVault server, services, compose, files. The container is from a previous video, and the KeyCloak container is from the last video where we set up KeyCloak and MySQL. So we select it and we edit it. See here the code. But first, I open my cloud block again. First, we're going to create our certificates. Therefore, I open command line, go to SSH, our OpenMediaVault server, give the password, and we are logged in. We go to the root directory, to ls all. Here we're going to create a directory with the name you're going to choose. In my case, I'm going to use KeyCloak search. So we give the command mkdir. We don't want errors. KeyCloak search. So KeyCloak certificates. Enter. Do ls all again. And we're going to see we have our directory, KeyCloak search. And I'm going to copy the command. Open SSL, KeyCloak search, so the directory we just created, a TLS key and a TLS cert with the subject server 01 my home lab EU. Enter. The certificate is created, so we go again and we go inside KeyCloak search, okay, and that's all again. And you see we have our certificates, tls.cert and tls.key. Next, you have to create the permissions. So sudo, but normally in my case that's not needed because I'm root already, but you never know. chmod 644 tls.cert. Enter. The second command for the key. 6440. So we do ls all again. And you see the cert have read write for root, read for the group, and read for other. The key has read write for root and read for the group. Others have no access. Also make sure it's root who have access here. This one we can do behind, and we can look to our Docker Compose file. So the first part is not changed. We have services, MySQL, container name, the image, 8.4, important, because the newest version is not yet good for KeyCloak. You have some environment variables, the database, the user, the password, and the root password, and we have a volume. Also network, KeyCloak. It's a bridge network. Here we have some changes, some bigger. Name, KeyCloak, image, the latest version, container name, restart unless stopped, and environment. Here we have our database. So MySQL is this one here. You have seen that in a previous video. You have to call it MySQL. The URL, the username, the password, then the KeyCloak admin, username and password. That's for the database, DB. That's to log in later on if everything is okay. Now we have some changes. We have our certificate file, our certificate key. We have our domain name, hostname strict true, strict HTTPS true, enable HTTP false. So we have to do HTTPS. The command stays start. I have removed port 8080 because we're going to use 8443. We have two volumes. Our KeyCloak search directory with tls.cert to the directory inside the container, and KeyCloak search tls key. We just created that. Again, this one in the container. We depend on MySQL, the database, and our network. PHP MyAdmin is optional and is only if you want to check the database. If you don't test it, you can remove that. Next, we have volume for our database and network KeyCloak. It's a bridge network, so we don't have to configure it. If everything is okay, you can save it, but for my case, I don't need to. We select it and up. We run. Everything seems to be okay. We have created our network, we have created our volume, and the containers are created and started up. You can close it. End of line, no errors. Close it. Up. We go to our browser tab, server 01, www.myhomelab.eu port 8443. Make sure you use HTTPS. Enter. You see, because we use a self-signed certificate, we need to accept it. En voilà. You can log in with admin, password. Everything is like before. We can open our certificate and see we have our certificate. It's a self-signed certificate, so it's not accepted by the browser. But for safety, it's okay. And it's also until June 3, 2027. If you want to view the logs from KeyCloak, you go to Portainer. Again, I have a video about that. Local, containers. You see here, KeyCloak, MySQL and PHP MyAdmin. Portainer is this one. So I select KeyCloak. We go to logs and you see here only info and warn. But we have no errors. At last, the first time you start up the container, it can take some time. So you need to wait before you can accept the website. And voila, we are at the end of this video. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up or leave a comment. Thank you very much and see you later.